God is saying to you that my power is made perfect in weakness. We read that in the word, but what it means in our lives is that God, in our weakness and in our frailties, in our infirmities and in our pain, he uses that to shape us and to mold us and to use us in ways that he couldn't use us if we're strong in our own self. You can't fill a glass when it's already full. If we're already full of ourselves and we're full of strength in our own flesh and our own selves, how can God use us and how can God show his power through us if we're already full of ourselves, right? Sometimes I look at pain as a way of God saying, look what I will do through you despite the pain. And there are many of you that may be going through things or have gone through great trauma and great extreme things in this life, pain or difficulties or even weakness in your bodies. But God is saying that my grace is sufficient for you. He's saying that, the suffering that you're going through today cannot compare to the glory that is to be revealed in you. And what that means is that the suffering, the deeper you go in suffering and pain and discomfort in this life, the further that you're going to blossom, and he's going to do something great through you and through that pain. And you're going to use that pain as a story to tell others. I remember in the darkest days, I remember being in a hotel room and on the floor. I couldn't even get on the bed. I was on the floor and I was just in pain. My body was in pain and I couldn't take it anymore. And I remember playing worship songs and just soaking, but literally being in so much pain. I cried so much tears that no more tears would come out anymore. And somehow God got me through that week of suffering. I couldn't go to the hospital because I had to finish my classes and get home. I couldn't, because I was in a place where it would be very inconvenient to just go to the hospital. It would mess up many things, but God got me through that situation, and he's using that pain, and he used it to build patience and resilience and strength in me. He used it to build my character, and now I'm someone that is very patient and is very I'm submissive to God because God allowed me to go through certain things. God will use these things to shape your character, and he will use these things to help you, to build you. Our character can be built through many circumstances, and pain is very conducive to build character. And so don't regret the suffering that you've been through, but allow God to work something beautiful through it in Jesus' name.